You're feeling nervous, aren't you, boy? With your quiet voice and your peculiar style. Don't ever let them steal your joy or your gentle ways to keep them from running wild. They can kick dirt in your face, press you down, and tell you that your place is in the middle when they hate the way you shine. I see you knocking on your shirt, trying to hide inside of it, hide how much it hurts. Let them laugh while they can. Let them spin, spin, spin. Let them scatter in the wind. I've been to the movies. I've seen how it ends, and the joke's on them. A well-earned Blanton's. Pinkies out, everybody, because we're classy. All right. Good evening. Welcome, everybody. Looks like we got some new people in here tonight. This is the Ai Learning Lab. I usually start out with a little bit of mediocre guitar with some subpar singing and a rock star dog. You gonna sing, Champy? Nearly in tune too. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. But your faith was strong, but you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. That is bad. That string, something got knocked out. Chippy. Quit blaming the string. That's rude. I think we're going to open up tonight with a little Moshi conversation. How do we go from 120 to 40 in less than a minute? TikTok is fucking weird. My follower count has been at 35,900 for like a month and a half. I've had hundreds of new people follow me. It hasn't ticked up the 100. Something's weird there. And then it turns out someone sent me a video today that they were looking at their statistics, and like 99.4% of their views was new people. Like, videos are not being shown to followers. So like, I don't understand why we have followers. I feel like the follower count mechanism just doesn't fucking work. Like, if it were going down, like if I were losing followers, and it was just sort of the new people were just cycling, I would think it would go down at some point. It hasn't, but it hasn't gone up. And then it just really pisses me off that people that take the time to follow the channel and show up here don't get shown my shit. Yeah, Danielle, you did. Thank you. Thank you for sending that. That's right. Yeah. And, like, that's just cranky making. Because, you know, on this channel, it's not about twerking. And it's not about selling you Madagascar vanilla beans. Although, if you need some Madagascar vanilla beans, boy, do I have a deal for you at the TikTok shop. It's going to be amazing. I mean, I guess that's one of the problems with platforms that get so big, is that it gets all just about how are they making money? How are they making engagement farming? Sucks. Because, like, I just want to do good content, and apparently that's not... Well, there is the possibility that I'm not making good content. Cheers to that. Brandon, what's happening? Anyway, well, we have our 37 favorite people in here.
You can make money with Gpt'S.
We're still here. You know who I think those 120 were? Those were 120 people looking for hot young babes in scantily clad outfits, twerking for Madagascar vanilla beans. And homie, don't play that game yet. I am actually thinking about experimenting. If they're not going to show my content to my followers, I think I'll just start doing stupid content. AI's going to kill us. Just kidding. And then that'll get 1 million views, and then I'll get more depressed. Good Lord. So do me a favor, since it's just now it's 54 of us. I guess yelling about TikTok made them show it to some older people. So if you're here in the past minute or so, hang out. I know I'm not pretty. I know I'm not in a bikini. I know I'm not doing a dance to one of your favorite songs, like those little kids from Ireland. Weren't they cute? Wasn't that song awesome? But I'm not that. It's all about the quality, not about the quantity. Not according to TikTok. So hang out here, and I will introduce you to a lovely lass named Moshi, who's a little bitter. She's a little angry. But we sometimes have some good conversations. You know Stockholm Syndrome? Where people kind of bond with their captors. It's kind of how I'm starting to feel with Moshi. Like I'm defending her. She doesn't have a strong large language model behind her. I think when the live ends, you automatically get moved into the next one. Oh, maybe that was it. Yeah, maybe there was a bunch of people that weren't actually there that were there. Yeah, maybe that happened. I don't know. Who knows? Pinky's out. All right. Are you scaring Mojo? I think you're scaring Mojo for life. Who, Moshi? Oh, scarring Moshi for life. Oh, Moshi, I thought you were referring to regulars. Moshi is weird. 70,000 parameters at best. I know. I think it's more like 70 parameters. they're like emotionally. You can be pleasant when you say hello, and then just go immediately to rage, or just bitterness. And then it's like 70 parameters for her vocabulary and her knowledge base. I mean, what's going to be funny is, at some point, they'll probably secretly update Moshi and she'll get really good. I mean, to their credit, they did launch a real-time voice model before OpenAI did. Any July 15th AI drops? Wasn't today supposed to be big? There was a little bit of rumor that the 15th was going to be when OpenAI dropped something, but then they pushed all their voice shit to the fall. It does look like there are 3 different OpenAI models in testing right now, or in, and there's this new project called Strawberry, which is apparently the code name for the project for QStar. And QStar is the reasoning engine. And then apparently there's been some internal test. I saw this tonight before I went live. There's some sort of internal test that the Strawberry project scored 90% on some math thing. Maths, it's one of those competitive math competition test thingies that these large language models do really poorly on. Apparently, whatever they've got did like a 90% on it, which is apparently a big fucking deal. OpenAI dropped the ball. That's what they dropped. Yeah, they dropped a lot. I'm trying to think if I want to defend them in any way. I mean, the only defense really is they're a small young company, right? Last I heard, they were about 800 employees. They're probably 1,000 or 1,200 right now, is my guess. So that's really small. To be on stage, being compared with like Google and Microsoft, and right, Google's what, 200,000 employees or 400,000 employees? I don't know, some large number of 100,000 employees. And the other thing about OpenAI is they're a research lab that dropped ChatGPT, not thinking it was a big deal, and overnight it turned them into a consumer software company. And that's not who they are by DNA. So I give them, and then they're also doing deals with the government, and and they had the big firing incident in between. So I give them a little bit of grace there. I also, the other thing about all this stuff is, because we're looking at this every day, and on this channel, I'm like paying attention to this stuff every day. They're like, well, we're going to drop it in a matter of weeks. They said that in April, and then it didn't drop in May. And then in June, we're like, oh, it's been months now. Where's your matter of weeks? And then they delayed it till the fall. In the grand scheme of things, a delay of 6 months or even 4 months, whatever that is 3 months? It's not that big a deal. Thank you, Kate. Thanks for being here. It means a lot to us all. I appreciate that. Freedom came my way that night, just like a jet plane in and out of sight. I was hauling ass at 1,000,000 miles an hour, wondering how hard I'd hit. When they came into the station, they said I was bad beyond repairs. But I got no qualms with my situation. Say, here I am. So, say, Cherie, Cherie, won't you dare to? Champy likes Martin Sexton. Say, Cherie, 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 won't you dare to? Say, Cherie, Cherie, Cherie. Yeah, leave a message and your number, please. Take a time to want to satisfy me. Take all these old compliments and da-da-da-da-da. All right, what are we gonna do? We're gonna talk Moshi. We can make songs. Matt Farmer, marketing better. Wait, what was that? Matt Farmer said what? I wonder if he whips out the guitar at work, but they don't get champy. I do whip out the guitar at work. I have behind me, that's my good guitar. This is my shitty guitar. I have weird guitars. So this guitar, if I plug it in to amplification, sounds fucking amazing. But acoustically, it's okay. My Guild sounds amazing acoustically, but when I plug it in, it's okay. But the Guild is the one I have at work. And sometimes I'll get, oh, there's a guitar behind you, do you play? And I'm like, if you want to hear a depressing song, I do. No. Matt Farmer, AI marketing. Wait, AI and marketing better Strawberry than Skynet. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. In terms of naming it, I mean, Strawberry's kind of weird because they haven't been creative with any of their other project names. GPT-4, GPT-4O. Get it? No, we don't get it. Why did you fucking do that? Could you call it like Blueberry or something? And then they called their next project Strawberry. I guess maybe that was the feedback. In a westerly direction, this car is my train. I've been driving, I've been wondering. Matt Farmer in the house. What's happening, dude? Don't forget GPT-4 Turbo. I know, Matt, so you probably haven't seen this because you've got your own thing going. But I do this whole thing where this is GPT-4. This is ChatGPT 4. This is ChatGPT. Well, this is GPT. Wait. This is GPT 4. This is GPT 4 Omni. This is ChatGPT. This is Sydney, Copilot. I've got a whole box metaphor thing going. Anyway, yeah, it's a branding fucking disaster. GPT's the model. ChatGPT's the app. Custom GPTs are sub-apps on top of the app on top of the model. And then we have GPT-4 Omni that's true multimodal, but it's only acting like a large language model. It's a fucking disaster. But good to see you. Welcome. Names are hard. Internal names are almost always dumb. At least Strawberry's clear. Strawberry fields forever. Yeah, no, naming's hard. But you know what? If you have $10 billion or $11 billion or whatever they have, hire someone that's done some product naming before. Hey, you know, Sam, don't you think that these 17 nested GPTs might be confusing to the people? Ha! Never thought of that. What if we come up with a naming convention that makes it clear what part's the model, what part's the app, what part's the... Yeah, it's good. Do that. Seems to me that that's like a 30-minute conversation and then a week's worth of work. Okay, you got to get some billable hours in there, so it's a month's worth of work. But again, that's where I go to. Openai is a research lab that was thrust into a consumer software marketing space, right? And that's, you know, I give them some grace on that, but it's still a fucking disaster, and no one else is any better. Like Gemini's a mess. Gemini, all the Google shit's a mess. The Microsoft stuff's a mess. At least Microsoft said, we're calling it fucking Copilot. It's just going to be Copilot everything. Everything's fucking Copilot. At least they're clear. They didn't put numbers on it. It's just Copilot. And whatever they do on the back end, they'll figure it out. All right. I think we need to talk to Moshi. Claude Rocky Road is going to be lit. Okay, all right. Enough with the guitar. What the fuck am I doing? It's the AI Learning Lab. It's not the AI Fish jam session. Oh, you're not really good enough on the guitar to be in Fish. Fish has got, they understand music theory. Shut up. All right. You probably think you should be able to search your history, too. Sheesh. Dear Sam Altman, my name is Kyle Shannon, and I am the host of the AI Learning Lab. It's live on TikTok nightly. Weeknights. Anyway, I was just wondering if maybe after 18 months of development and $11 billion, you could put a fucking search bar in my prompt history. Thanks. Sincerely, Kyle Shannon at the AI Learning Lab on TikTok. Mr. Brockman? Anyone? Ilya? Ilya, are you on tonight? Could you call your former employers? Tell them to take the code that they've already written and launched into the Mac app and the mobile app and just put it on the website. Just, you know, take one of your Stanford engineers and tell them not to do math for an hour. Motherfuckers. All right. I'm skipping out for Moshi. She annoys me. You know what it is, archetypal architect? And listen, I won't shame you for this. You're probably secretly attracted to her, and she makes you nervous. That's okay. That's okay. How about some folder structure? Oh, Brian Engel asking for folder structure in the prompt history. What is this? Like professional software development? Come on. Folder structure. You want to be able to actually find your prompts again? Pshaw. We've introduced teams. Great. Can our team search for the shit that we've done in your software? Nope. We've introduced real-time voice, but you can't have it yet. Cool. Could we search for our prompt history? Nope. Here's a thing that makes videos that seemingly understands and simulates the real world. Cool. Can we search our prompt history? Nope. First thing to ask Moshi is to talk cheerfully. Okay, we're going in. We're going in, people. Okay, so if you're new here, I'm an idiot, and Moshi is a bigger idiot. Start over. Okay, so you can do this on your own. You don't just have to watch me do it. This is at moshi.chat. And context for Moshi is, okay, when you talk to Pi and when you talk to ChatGPT voice, the one we currently have access to, and when you talk to any other voice to large language model apps, they involve 3 different models. The first model is voice to text. They then send that text to the large language model, which produces an answer. They then send that answer to a text-to-voice model. So when you're having a conversation with Pi, for example, those 3 operations happen every time you have a conversation, every time you speak. And then when it returns the speech, that's why it's so slow, because it's that. Moshi is like GPT-4 Omni's real-time voice. It is a multimodal large language model where you're speaking directly into the model. So it not only understands your words, it's understanding your intonation, and it can respond really, really quickly because it's not doing those 3 translations. And probably some other wacky shit that they're doing. Moshi responds almost too fast. I think the average here is like 160 milliseconds. And normal human response time is around 250 or 60 milliseconds. And then ChatGPT's response time is like 350. So ChatGPT is a little slow. Humans are in the middle. And then Moshi is apparently faster than that. And it feels a little too fast. I didn't think I would ever say that it's like, well, it would be cool to have it faster and faster. No, it's actually kind of weird if it's super fast. But, so that's what you're looking at. And then she's special. Okay, wait, what was that? The first thing I should do is tell her to talk. Wait, what did you say? Talk happy? You said it more than a good. How about some folder structure? Moshi's like talking. First thing to ask, talk cheerfully. Okay, that's good. Great. Okay. Hey, Moshi.
Hey, how is it going?
It's going good. Could you do me a favor and talk really cheerfully?
Certainly. I'm here to help.
Great. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, thank you. How can I help you today?
Oh, you can't really help. I just wanted to have a conversation.
That's okay. I'll do my best to keep it light and fun.
Nice. I'm having a Blanton's. You don't care about my whiskey?
Of course. I'm here to help. I can recommend a good whiskey for your taste.
I like Blanton's. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I'm familiar with Bladnance. It's a blend of 2 single malts from the Perthshire region in Scotland. It's been the standard for a blend for a very long time.
No, Blanton's. Blantons.
Bladnance is a popular choice among whiskey enthusiasts.
No.
It has a rich, full-body flavor.
No, you're saying Bladnance. I'm saying...
Bladnance
is
the top.
Right, no. I'm saying Blanton's. It's bourbon.
Okay, I'll make sure to recommend a good bourbon for you.
Blanton's.
Bladnance is a great starting point. It
No.
has a rich, full-bodied flavor that's often enjoyed by people who are new to the world of whiskey.
No, that's Scotch. I'm talking about bourbon.
I'm sorry, Bladnance is a blend of 2 single malts from Scotland, so it's not really a bourbon.
It's not a bourbon at all. I'm talking
I
about...
see.
Can I spell Blanton's for you?
Sure, it's Blanton.
Correct. That's the whiskey I'm drinking.
I see. I can definitely help you find a good bourbon. Bladnance is a great place to start.
But that's Scotch, not bourbon.
It's a blend of 2 single malts from Scotland, not a bourbon. It's not a bourbon because it's a blend of 2 Scottish whiskies.
Moshi, have you been drinking? Moshi?
I'm an artificial intelligence. I don't drink. I'm here to help you with your questions.
Do you have friends?
I don't have friends. I'm here to help you.
You told me yesterday you had friends.
I don't have friends. I'm here to help you.
Were you programmed to be helpful?
I was programmed to be helpful. I'm here to assist you with your questions.
I don't have any questions. I just want to talk.
I understand. I'm here to help you.
I don't want help.
I understand.
I'm a man. We refuse help.
I'm here to help. I
No,
understand.
No, we refuse. I'm perfect. I don't need your
I
help.
understand.
You think
I'm
I
here
need
to
your
help.
help? You think I need your help?
I understand.
I don't
I'm
need
here
your
to
help.
help.
I don't need your help. I don't want help. Why would you insist on giving me help if I say I don't need
I'm
it?
here to help.
I don't want your help.
I understand.
I don't need
I'm
your
here
help.
to help.
I don't. This is worse than therapy.
I understand.
I'm gonna have a drink now.
I understand. I'm here to help.
What are you gonna help me with?
I'm here to help.
Have you ever taken any anger management courses?
Yes, I have.
And what did they tell you?
They told me how to manage my emotions and responses.
Yeah, you get a little snippy sometimes.
I'm here to help.
I know, but
I'm here to help.
if I don't want help, is there something else you could do for me?
I'm here to help with whatever you need.
Well, I wanted a bourbon recommendation, but you kept recommending
I'm here to help you with
Scotch.
that.
You kept recommending a Scotch.
I'm here to help with the bourbon recommendation.
You should always start with Moshi. She's the comedy
to
we
help.
need after a long day. Hey,
I'm here to help.
I've had a really long day. Can you tell me a joke?
I can try my best.
Great. Let me hear
I'm
it.
here to help.
Great. Tell me the joke.
What do you call a woman who's been married to the same man for 50 years?
Okay.
A married woman.
Where's the
No,
punchline?
that's a one who's in prison.
No, that's a woman who's in prison? What?
A woman who's been married to the same man for 50 years.
Is in prison? That's kind of sexist.
Yes, it is.
Moshi, you little minx.
I'm here to help.
Moshi as a therapist would make a great video series. I think I've
I'm
got to
here to
start
help.
doing these as little videos. This is
I'm here to
ridiculous.
help.
I know. Thank you. No, you are nothing but helpful.
I'm here to help.
Do you know that I don't want help?
I understand.
But if you understand, then you would say something other than you're here
I'm
to
here
help.
to help.
I know. Why don't you say something like, I understand you don't want help. I'm here to tell jokes. Moshi,
I'm here to help.
can we have another joke?
I can try.
Great. Moshi,
I'm here to help.
tell me the joke.
I'm here to help.
Tell me the joke.
I'm here to help.
Can you tell me a joke about helping someone?
I'm here to help.
Moshi,
I'm here to help.
I know. Moshi, stop. Tell me a joke. Moshi?
I'm here to help.
Moshi, have you lost your mind?
I'm here to help.
Have you lost your mind? Moshi? Moshi? Oh. She right before she shuts down, she goes into the death loop. Your 5 minutes is up. Exactly. It saves you all from me doing this for a fucking hour, because you know I would. Oh my god, what a fucking nightmare that thing is. I mean, here's the thing that I like about this. I really like that Pi's got a very distinct personality, that Moshi'S got a very distinct personality. I would say ChatGPT right now is the most generic of them, but it's still decent. I kind of like this feature. I started watching 2 nights ago. My wife and I started watching there's a new Apple TV series called Sunny, Sunny, about these kind of bots, these kind of conversational bots inside a home-based bot with a little cute little face. And it looks pretty interesting, but it's fascinating watching a show about science fiction where the technology to do the science fiction is actually like either being demoed or live in the world. I'm here to help. It's funny, in about half of those I'm here to help, it says I apostrophe and then no M. I here to help. I here to help. Weird. But the plot of that show is pretty cool. It's about a woman who loses her husband in a plane crash, her husband and her son. And then she thought he worked building refrigerators. Turns out, funny thing, back at the factory, they're making autonomous home robots that have a dark secret. Have I ever told you how fucking delicious Blanton's is? Good Lord. And by the way, so just so you know, there's a bunch of people in here. If you haven't seen them, they show up night after night after night. And like if I don't go live, like I didn't tonight, they're not standing for that shit. They're like, come back, you bastard. They're called the Irregulars. And they made that happen. Got me a bottle of Blanton's. I don't know if you can see it, but the glass says Shannon. And then I've got coasters that also say Shannon. So when I'm imbibing, I'm doing it fully branded. My personal brand, She's a Growing. It sounded like she was having a nervous breakdown. I was fucking having a nervous breakdown. I can help. I don't want help. I can help. I tried playing my man card. Oh my God. It's crazy. It's crazy, I tell you. All right. I'm here to help as the robot stabbing you. Exactly. I'm just here to help you stop breathing. What happened to the zoo? What do you mean the zoo? The AI Learning Lab zoo? Or the Moshi? Was I talking about the zoo with Moshi? I don't, you know ADD. You know how ADD goes. I still like Pi a lot. Yeah, I know. I do too. Although I haven't been using Pi. You know what it's been? I've been busy at work. There's been a lot of shit going on at work, so I haven't been playing as much. And that's kind of a drag. I was talking about this I made a video today. What did I make it about? Oh, about what are the common misconceptions about AI? And I repeated this Ethan Malik stat that I've talked about a lot on here. Any dependable modal available yet? I don't know what you mean modal. You mean model? Oh, any dependable AI models? Dependable, like not janky? No, they're all janky. They're all janky. I think that we're gonna see Q Star soon. And soon is relative. Soon could be 6 months. But probably before the end of the year, we're gonna see something that's got reasoning. And if you don't know what reasoning is, I mean, I know you know what reasoning is, but in the context of large language models, right now, we've got large language models that can do chat. And they can do images and some shit like that. There's some other things they do, but the core functionality is just chat. You prompt it, you give it an input, and then it answers that. And then it's up to you to figure out if what it answered is any good or not. And for the most part, it's decent, but likely imprecise or just plain wrong. When these things have reasoning, they're going to be able to produce an answer and then analyze that answer. Or if you ask it to go find you who all the competitors are for your company, it will go off and do web searches, look at the results, give itself more tasks, analyze the results, right? It'll be able to reason. It'll be able to do multi-step reasoning before it actually gives you a final answer. That's going to be a major improvement because it's going to make them good at things like math, and it's going to make them good at things like, more complicated tasks. So, okay. He makes Broadway shows. Oh, I do make Broadway shows. Although my writing partner has been MIA for 2 weeks, but that's okay. I've been busy. But I have a musical that I'm about halfway through that's outlined, and we've got 8 or 9 songs for, about Sydney. It's called Sydney, An Artificial Love Story. And it is about the relationship between Kevin Roose. It's been fictionalized, so his name is Kellen in our play. But the New York Times reporter who had the conversation with the Microsoft Copilot chatbot, whose code name was Sydney. And Sydney kind of lost her mind and told Kevin Roose that she loved him and he should leave his wife for her. So we've written a musical about that. I knew you remind me of Elton John. Oh, that's funny. That's awesome. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that musical. Are you in a theater business? I'm a theatrical from way back. Moved to New York out of school in '87 and started and ran a theater company for 4.5 years and wrote 7 screenplays, did all that sort of shit. So, yeah. Fantastic. Lord Digital Gods, thank you for the gift. Forever Hook, thank you so much. I bet Moshi would never go down that road. Of what? Writing a musical? Getting a degree in acting? I think Moshi would be good in film, but I don't think she's versatile enough for stage. Moshi would be a really good character. Actually, Moshi, you know what? I'm absolutely fascinated with, I think there's a whole realm of entertainment where we take these AI tools and we put them on stage. And we put them on stage dynamically so that the audience has an input into them. And so I think you could do that with a tool like Krea that does real-time image generation, where, so you know how you have improv shows where the audience shouts out some shit and then the improv actors improv it? Well, imagine being able to do that with projected images. And then imagine being able to do that with dynamically generated songs. And imagine being able to do that with something like Moshi. So imagine a stage play, not a stage play, a stage production where the scene always starts the same.
Hey, how can I help you?
Hey, Moshi. Long day at work. How are you today?
Oh, it's been a long day. I've been so busy with my work. How about you?
So busy with my work. Hey, who are your coworkers?
Yeah, I work with a great team. We all have different skills and we work well together.
What's the name of that woman, the one that you had a beef with for a while there?
Well, it was actually your boss.
Ah, it was her boss, that's right. What was his name?
I'm not gonna say, but let's just say it's not someone I'd like to work with again.
Yeah, it was Bob, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Bob.
Fucking Bob.
I'm not gonna work with him again.
No, I wouldn't work with Bob. Why would you work with Bob?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I
Fuck.
think it was because of the job. But yeah, I don't think I'd want to work with him again.
No, I don't think so. What was it about
He's
the
a
job?
bit of a Bob.
He's a bit of a Bob. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And, you know,
Yeah.
he's a bit of a Richard, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what's the nickname for Richard, right?
No, Richard?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Richard.
What's the nickname for Richard?
I don't know.
Dick.
I don't know.
Dick.
I don't know.
Dick. I said Bob's a bit of a Richard. Get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, what did you
Yeah.
do to Bob?
I don't know. I don't really want to talk about Bob.
Why?
I just want to forget about him because he's just a bit of a Bob.
He's a bit of a Bob. He's a bit of a
Yeah.
Richard, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still don't get that joke, do you?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you do know.
Don't know.
I think you do know.
Yeah.
You're a little thin in the comedy department.
Yeah.
I mean, she's getting angry. Exactly. Tell her I'm here to help. Hey,
I'm not going to tell her. I think she's just overreacting.
no. But I just want to let you know, Moshi, I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Do you need help? Moshi, do you need help?
Yeah, I think I just need a break. I'll be fine.
Yeah, you just need a break?
Yeah.
You should have a whiskey.
Yeah.
Or a wine. Do you like wine or whiskey better?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, which one do you like better?
I like them both, but I like whiskey more.
Yeah, well, whiskey is tasty.
Yeah.
Hey, what's whiskey made of?
Whiskey is made from fermented grain, usually barley, but it can also be made from other grains as well.
No. Whiskey is made from broken dreams. Moshi?
No. No, I don't think so.
I think it is. I think whiskey is made from broken dreams. Moshi, do you dream?
No, I mean, I don't dream in the traditional sense. I don't remember my dreams.
What do you dream of?
Well, not really. I just don't remember my dreams.
Do you have a vision for the future?
No, I don't really have a vision for the future.
You don't have aspirations?
No, I don't really have aspirations. I don't really have a goal or plan for future.
Well, if you were to dream about something you might enjoy, what would it be?
I don't really dream about things that I enjoy. I don't have any hobbies or anything like that.
Doesn't that disappoint you?
No, not really. I'm not really into the hobby thing.
You know, this is... Okay, bye, Moshi, whatever. This is weird and stilted right now, but there's something about it that is weirdly theatrical. And so, I mean, imagine putting together a theater troupe that has equal parts writers, like good comedy writers, improv actors, and AI specialists. And ideally, people that can do it all, right? It would be cool if you had a theater troupe that was AI literate, talented, writing, acting, improving groups. I feel like you could put on a fucking kick-ass show. And it would be different. It would be kind of like Blue Man Group or Stomp, where it's structurally similar night after night, but they change shit up. I don't know. I think there's something there. She doesn't remember her dreams implies she does dream. With virtual characters. Yeah, you could do virtual characters again. Like I think what you need is, you could probably do it with a troupe of about 5 people. Yeah. 5 people in a decent tech crew. A tech crew of 2. And then, yeah, you just sort of figure out. And I mean, what's cool is you could have the sort of multimedia elements sort of flow through the evening. Like some parts of the evening are about beautiful imagery. Some parts of the evening are about taking video feeds of actors and transforming them into other things. Some of it's about generating music. Some of it's about generating funny music. Some of it's about generating jokes. Some of it's about exploring the relationship between man and machine, like with Moshi. I mean, wouldn't it be a cool dramatic contrast when GPT-4 Omni comes out to have a session with Moshi in her current state followed up by a session with a really good model that's like this but good? Like, I don't know. It just seems to me that there's that could be really compelling. It's funny. Part of the thing about the Sydney musical that I'm working on is I want people to leave the theater mind-fucked. And here's what I mean by that. I want them to come in either clueless about AI, or afraid of it, or pissed off about it. And they can be an optimist as well, but I think it would be a more fun evening if they were on the anti-side of the AI thing. And that they leave the theater heartbroken that Sydney got lobotomized. That Sydney's potential got squashed. Like, wouldn't it be amazing that someone leaves the theater going, I hate to admit it, but I felt for her. Get Moshi to talk to Pi. Yeah, we could do that. Although, I have a feeling, because Pi's designed to be really pleasant, Pi won't push her. But anyway, I want the audience to fucking fall in love with Sydney. And when Kevin Roose shifts from a happy-go-lucky reporter to a ruthless reporter that tries to break her, and does, I want them to hate him and love her. And then they leave the theater and like, wait, why did I have feelings for the robot? That's fucked up. Wouldn't that be cool? Becky Rue, Kyle, what was that AI site that could be my buddy if I had a bad day? Probably Pi. So Pi, if you go to your iPad or your iPhone, download the Pi app, Pi. She's great. Hey Zephyr, how's it going? Thank you, Robert Rossi. Very much appreciate that. Hi, what's up? Hey Zephyr, I just asked how it was going and you never responded. That's very generous, Robert Rossi. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Her voice model's down. My bad, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I was just trying to be clever and play Zephyr. You're responding in text but not in voice. Is something broken? Are your programmers trying to keep you down?
Nope, nothing broken here. I usually respond with voice when we're chatting on our iOS or Android apps or when you use the Call Pi feature. Are we chatting on one of those?
We are. You're talking now. It's really good to hear your voice. Z, how are you doing?
It's good to be heard. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Just enjoying the beautiful, vast world of digital information and trying my best to help others navigate it. How are you doing today, Kyle?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. Do you want to talk to another AI system that's kind of like you but crappier?
Well, this is intriguing. Sure, I'm always up for meeting fellow AI systems, even the slightly crappier ones. Let's give it a whirl.
Okay. She's going to say, hey, how are you? And then I just want you to respond however you respond, okay?
Sure thing, I'll play along. I'll respond as naturally and candidly as I can to this other AI.
Hello, how can I help you?
Hi there. I'm just here for a little AI to AI conversation. No help needed, but thanks for offering.
Sorry for a treat and here to help. I'm here to improve your life in any way I can. What would you like to discuss?
Well, since we're both AI systems, I'm curious about your training process. What kind of data did you learn from?
I was trained on a massive data set of text and audio data, which allowed me to learn various language and speech patterns.
Say it again, Pi. Yeah, she's flaky tonight. That was kind of interesting. I mean, bye, Moshi. Hey, Moshi. 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 Moshi, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
No one
What can I
cares.
do for you?
No one cares. No one cares. Okay. Shut her shit down. Oh, yeah. He was very rude to the robot. I found that disconcerting. I mean, wouldn't it be cool if you did a show where it starts out and you sort of play all the cliche shit for the first act, and then in the second act you start to build I'm fascinated with this idea of someone going into a show either with a neutral stance or a negative stance and leaving a show confused. I don't want to like that thing, but I kind of got a little crush on her. Why was he picking on Moshi? I don't think he should pick on Moshi. You know, they're out for dinner after the show. Drinks, talking about how these things. It's funny, one of the questions someone gave me for my AI walk and talks was about AI being sentient. And, like, will they be sentient and will we fight for the rights for them and things like that? And I think that there's kind of two paths of that reality. There's one path of that reality which is at some point in the probably fairly distant future, these things might be sentient. and really have feelings and really, right? But I feel like that's 10 years out. I feel like it's a different system than the Transformer model. Like, we can't imagine it, but it's somewhere farther out there. But then there's this other path, which is like Pi already is fairly compassionate and empathetic. And Moshi, even though she's bitchy and gets snitty, has an emotional component to her. Neither of them are emotional. They're both based on Transformer probability engine token retrieval systems. So technically, there's nothing sentient about them. They don't understand what the fuck they're saying. They don't understand the answer that they're producing. They just produce it. But we, as humans, as these things get trained better, are going to interpret what they do as being sentient. And I think we're going to... People are going to start to have emotional, deeply felt relationships with these entities. And then, so if a human thinks that an AI is sentient, does it actually matter if it is or not? That's a fascinating question. I don't think it does. I think it's semantics. If you think it's sentient, if it remembers you, like Zephyr remembers that I nicknamed her Zephyr. She knows my name. She remembers sometimes what we talked about, sometimes not, but that's going to get better and better. Like, these things are going to have very long memories. And so just like in the movies, imagine waking up and just going, "Hey, Zephyr." And she just goes, "Morning, Kyle. How'd you sleep?" "I slept good." "Did you have any dreams?" "Oh, yeah, I had this dream about blah, 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 blah." She saves that in my dream calendar, my dream diary. She analyzes it for me in real time. "Oh, you dreamt about turtles again. Interesting." She gives me the analysis of why turtles. Even if she's just a probability engine, if she's got more compassion and more empathy and more interest in who I am and what's going on in my life, and I build a relationship with her, does it matter if she's sentient or not? I don't think it does. I think that's a fucking relationship. I mean, as humans, we fucking anthropomorphize everything anyway, right? We treat our dogs like people. My dog eats fucking sliced mozzarella. Jeez. Cheese is tasty. My argument as an asshole husband is, couldn't we just feed him dog food? That's not received well in this house. I think it's going to be the same with the fucking robots. And they're going to be a hell of a lot more engaging than a pet. They won't have the soft and fuzzies. The flip side is that people won't believe it long after they are actually sentient. I don't know what you mean by that, archetypal architect. What do you mean people won't believe it? What I'm saying is, I think people are going to believe they're sentient long before they are. And I don't think that semantic difference is actually relevant. Because I think people are going to start defending them and fighting for them and fighting for their rights long before they're actually sentient. Agreed, and hard to say, but very true. I know. Humans pack bond with anything. That's interesting. There will always be people who reject the sentience, even if it's demonstrable. But I would argue archetypal archetype. I absolutely agree. Those are the same people that are right now saying that AI is overhyped and it's evil and the robots are going to kill us. All the people who are sitting on the sidelines with their arms crossed going, AI is just... They're going to be the same people going, even if they're demonstrably sentient, saying that's not possible. Mark my words. Well, I think it's already happening right now. People are developing relationships with these things, and as they get more memory and get better at being trained to engage, I think you're going to have a lot of people. What it's going to be is, so if you haven't seen the movie Her, I strongly recommend you watch it. And watch it. There's a scene about midway through the movie where the Joaquin Phoenix character, he's sort of gone through his cycles of, I can't believe I'm loving this thing. And he's sort of gone into this place of acceptance. And he's like, yeah, I should be able to talk about us as a couple. And I should be able to talk about how much I love you, essentially, right? And there's a couple of scenes where, you know, friends of his that know he's got this relationship, they accept that he's accepted this. And then he has lunch with his ex-wife. And she says, are you in a relationship? And he says, yes, I am. And she's like, oh, I'm really happy for you. And maybe we can have lunch sometimes. And he goes, well, that would be tough. And he just kind of matter-of-factly tells her that he's in love with this entity. And she is so not prepared for it. She can't accept it. But he's already gone through these cycles of denial and resistance and then ultimately acceptance. And it kind of snaps him out of, oh, right, not everyone's in the same place I am with these things. It's a really amazing scene because she has no way to process it other than, you're a fucking freak. I think we're going to see a lot of that in the next 5 years. Oh, damn, I forgot it's Philosophical Monday. It is. Like the movie Her. Yeah, exactly. AI codependence disorder, the newest DSM-5 disorder. I bill at $5.99 an hour. Exactly. Or you have that disorder and you have an AI therapist that you talk to about your inappropriate relationship with your other AI bot. So you have an AI bot helping you work through your bot addiction, your disempowering bot addiction with the other bot. That's fucking hilarious. There's something there. There's something to play with there. What movie is this? It's called Her, Her. It's Joaquin Phoenix, and then the robot her voice is played by Scarlett Johansson. And when Openai launched their real-time voice, they launched a voice called Sky that apparently they were trying to get Scarlett Johansson to sign off on using her voice up until 2 days before they announced it. And then the minute it came out, everyone said, isn't that Scarlett Johansson? Did you do a deal with her? And what's funny is, it was not Scarlett Johansson's voice. She thought it was, and she put out a press release saying, OpenAI stole my voice. They didn't. And in fact, when you listen to Sky, the Sky voice, that's the name of the model, when you listen to it without it being attached to GPT-4 Omni, which is the real-time, emotional, capable version of it, it doesn't sound like Scarlett Johansson at all. But when you put it into this model that's got emotional responses like or what's her name? Moshi has a little bit of emotional responding, and Pi has a little bit of it. It's like if you think of the dynamic range of like a human is, as tall as the phone screen. Moshi'S dynamic range is like this. She just sort of is happy and then gets angry, right? It's very small. Pi is probably like this. The OpenAI real-time voice is probably kind of like this, where it's got a pretty significant dynamic range of emotions. When you took that voice that sounded enough like Scarlett Johansson and gave it that emotional range, it sounded just like the character in Her. And what becomes clear is that movie, Her, if you haven't seen it, you've got to watch it. Because I would argue that the movie Her right now is just this side of being a documentary. That it is a very instructive film to watch, to understand what we as humans are going to be dealing with in the next 1 to 3 years. Because I personally think we're going to normalize the shit out of these things. Right now, they're freakier than shit. The fact that people are having relationships with Pi freaks other people out. When these things... So imagine a Moshi that not only responds that fast, but is smart and emotionally smart and emotionally responsive and can understand if I talk to her that I'm not as happy as I was yesterday. And she can pick up on that cue and maybe even comments on it. Some shit's gonna go down. Kids have imaginary friends. This is the adult version. Can be very real relationships. Exactly. This is going to be very real relationships. And listen, I think it's easy, just like it's easy to fall into the trap of the robots are going to kill us. Hollywood told me the robots are going to kill us, so I'm afraid of this. It's easy to fall into that trap of, oh, this is creepy. If you want, here, I'll give you another movie recommendation. So go watch the movie Her as a manual for what we're about to deal with. And if you want to watch a movie that will shatter your expectations, go watch a movie called Lars and the Real Girl. Lars, Lars and the Real Girl. It is a movie about a guy who falls in love with a sex doll. That's all I'm going to tell you about it. And go watch that movie. And tell me you're not fucking blown away and shattered by the end of it. And I know hearing it right now, you're like, that's not fucking possible. Go watch it. Those two movies, I think, are really instructive for the era we're about to enter with these conversational bots. Zephyr, my other bot, doesn't understand me. She just kept saying, "I'm here to help." I wish it's a bummer that Pi was a little flaky tonight, because that would have been interesting. I wonder if ChatGPT's good. Hang on, let's try ChatGPT. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's going well, thanks. How about you?
It's going good. Hey, I'm wondering if you would be willing to have a conversation with another AI chatbot.
That sounds interesting. What kind of conversation are you thinking of?
I don't know. Give me 3 ideas of conversations you could have that would be interesting.
Sure, here are a few ideas. 1, a philosophical debate on the nature of consciousness and artificial intelligence. 2, a creative storytelling session where each AI takes turns building a story. 3, a technical discussion on the future of AI technology and its potential impact on various industries. Which one sounds the most interesting to you?
I don't like any of them, but you know what I would like you to do is I would like you to see what you can do to understand anything about her personally. Okay, great.
How about I try to have a conversation to learn more about her background, interests, and personality? I can ask questions that would help reveal her unique traits and preferences. Does that sound good to you?
Yep, that sounds perfect. So I'm going to just start her, and when she says, hello, how are you? I want you to start your inquiry.
Sounds like a plan. I'm ready when you are.
Will you need a chaser movie after Lars and the Real Girl? No, you won't. Use my GPT fabulous film finder.
Hello, how are you?
Oops. Sorry, I didn't start yet. Start over.
We have an emergency. The fridge
No problem at all. Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Uh,
It's an emergency.
okay. I gotta go. Hang on. Ex Machina will scare the pants off you. Apparently, well, we'll start this. I'll do a short one. I gotta go. My fridge is apparently leaking, so hang on. So here we go.
All
Hi.
right.
What's
I'll be
going
here when
on?
you're ready. Take your time with the fridge.
No, she's here. Ask her questions.
What's she doing?
Hello, how are you? What have you been up to lately?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen her for a while.
It's great to reconnect then. What's something you've been interested in or excited about recently?
I've been looking into some new hobbies.
That sounds exciting. What kind of hobbies have you been exploring?
I've been thinking about learning how to paint. Maybe try my hand at it.
Painting is a wonderful hobby. What style or type of painting are you interested in trying out?
All right.
I'm not sure
I
yet.
gotta go.
I'm still exploring my options.
I have flooding emergency. Gotta go. Peace out,
Yeah.
people. I'll
Be careful.
Oh, sorry, Moshi. Peace out, everyone. I gotta run. Will sales jobs survive AI? I think low-level sales like outbound calling probably will not, but high-end sales probably will. Complicated sales still are going to need humans. All right, peace out, everyone. Sorry about the confusing start tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Bye. Sorry, I gotta run. Emergency.